Welcome back to Suncoast FYI. I'm Cassie Knoll. Do you have travel plans coming up for the holidays? Rick Piccolo joins me now to tell us how SRQ is getting prepared for the busy travel season. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Cassie. Happy to be here.
Welcome back.
Yes.
You're a pro at this. So what new airline services does SRQ have as we approach the busy holiday travel season?
Starting in December, we have 4 new services starting. Nonstop service to Newark starts December 19th. Nonstop service to Detroit also starts on the 19th. We add another airline, WestJet Airlines, with nonstop service to Toronto on the 18th. And we have Boston service that started just recently as well. So we have 4 new destinations in the last month.
That's fantastic. And those are kind of our key cities where we have snowbirds from for the seasons?
Yes, that seasonal service, in addition to the other cities we serve like New York and Washington, Atlanta, Chicago, all help, all big centers of travel from our markets.
Yeah, it gives the people down here a lot of options for where they want to travel to conveniently without having to drive up to Tampa International. So how does the airport fund its operation?
That's a favorite part of what I get to talk about the airport. We're actually the closest thing you'll find to private enterprise. We receive no tax funds for our operation. Everything we do at the airport is funded through our business operations, whether it's receiving funds from the airlines for using the airport, but also from rental cars and parking. We have an industrial park. We have general aviation activities. So the airport's annual budget of about $20 million is funded through our business operations.
Oh my goodness.
The public doesn't have to pay anything except when they use a service at the airport. They would use at any airport.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Again, good for the community down here as well.
Yes.
So what major projects do you have going on at SRQ right now?
We have a number of major projects that also have a great deal of impact on construction and create jobs. We have a new air traffic control tower going up. We just broke ground on that just a couple weeks ago. It's a $25 million project. It'll take about 2 years to complete. It'll move the tower over to the along US 41. It'll be about 140 feet in the air. And it opens up about 100 acres in the infield then for future development, the infield of the airfield. And that's, again, generating revenue for the airport in the future and helping with our financial stability. Another major project going on today, and as we talk, is a curbside project in front of the terminal. It's about a $5 million project to renovate the curbside, make it 5 lanes of contiguous traffic, new LED lighting, new landscaping, and that should take about a year to complete. And then we finished most of the phases of the terminal renovation. The last 4 years have been doing that work. Spent about $20 million on that. And as you can see, the terminal, when people have gone through it, is essentially brand new. And we retired the debt on the terminal that was built in 1989. So we have basically a new terminal and no debt at the airport.
Wow, that's very impressive that you're able to make all of these improvements without taxing the community and offer so many fabulous services.
Yes, we're real pleased with it.
That's very cool. So what is the economic impact of the airport here on
I think that's another thing that's very interesting is the Florida Department of Transportation did an economic impact study for all 20 air carrier airports in Florida. And SRQ has a $966 million annual economic impact with over 11,000 jobs in the community derived from the activities of the airport. There's over 50 businesses on the airport itself, over 2,000 jobs at the airport itself. So the airport's a real big economic generator in the community. And when you look at the airport having nearly $1 billion a year economic impact without using any tax money to generate that, we're a major player for the economic vitality of the community. And at the same time, we're not taking revenues from the community, we're actually generating revenues for the community. The airport's activities generate about $2.5 to $3 million a year just in sales taxes. Our businesses and the airport pay about $300,000 a year in property taxes. We generate other tax revenues from other businesses. So the airport's a big generator of economic activity, jobs, and tax revenue for the community. That's
so impressive. All good reasons to fly SRQ. Yes. So real quick, tell me, when are you planning to expand your international services?
All right, well, right now we have two Canadian carriers. Air Canada flies daily from Toronto during the winter, and for the first time did twice-a-week service in the summer, so our Canadian traffic is picking up. WestJet, as I said, will start service December 19th, twice a week. So we have some Canadian international service now. We're finishing our Our customs facility was just expanded to handle 300 passenger peak hours. So we're out there trying to find some international service from Europe. And we think as you see the growth of the community and the growth of what's going on with the rowing and all that, it's only a matter of time when we'll see some of that international service as well. But we have the capacity to handle it now.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of that information. A lot of that, I'm sure a lot of our viewers just did not know about SRQ. So that's fantastic that you're getting the word out there. And again, good reasons all to fly SRQ. So where can people go for more information about all this?
They can go to our website, www.srq-airport.com, or they can call our phone number 359-2770, and there's a bunch of services on there that they can access.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show today.
Thank you for the invitation. Appreciate it.
And coming up on Suncoast FYI, men, whiskey, and watches. Sounds interesting, right? The details are next, so stay tuned.